Miss Bula Vinaka. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, joining us live from this afternoon here in Suva, Fiji. It's good to be able to resume our live Talanoa with the ACS All Girls digital business owners connected online this afternoon. Bakang bulat ka na bigyan nito Sara na bakarorong ti kumay kemni nang galay sarap ti kumay na nito Talanoa and ay akabi ni kuwa. Akabi ti ko ni singa bakarong buka na ikatin kabito ni singa. Wabi na binaka ni rito siya matag kung may biyaw na kuwa na nung bitokani uliot nandita kumbao wabi na binaka ni siya masarti kumaolia may Canada bunyuay lena siya matingan ng goy suba pakakina we Mrs. Tabo na kway. Kito leto lo na tiko na kwarturanga dun na puno kito tiko kina na kito yung kabat tiko sarmay ba kaya may Canada baka binabinaka ni raw ni kito may besa matitale na kabini kuwa. May bakanga na kinay baka raw kito na baka matalata kito baka lakaleka nimbera ni kito na baka talanoti ko na bida na taro sina sona baka taro and daw tarong kito tu may kinele bubike mo ni lindo baka muri kito tu may na bata-bata ni nito di ba kin business no mo ni liba ito na bitalanoa and kaya baka ni na siya matikuman na kami kuha ningay wala to ka man nga may binapuno ni siya matigumay kina kiti ko talaga sono no ni taro ningay raw ni taro nga tigumay na kami kuha yaw nga merseni balelebuka au marama ni uruane na nanupuno malabo au waso na korutumbo na nalakyamba nguleni pala turang ni na posa toleto na lubeki raw sa raka ko wati ko na makumbuy kira. Wati ka katubanda sinibuli, wamanirusang bulembaki, nimbera niyo may vengo, mau didi baka indo ng business, may didi baka tiko na lamanitin kawal nembaki, nimbera ni wa vengo, may umduri na bintingi nembaki ruwa na undoro rusang bulkaro. Yan ang ngayon ko, sa vengo, sa kapitin ko na ng business, sa tulo nembaki, tulo na bula, lakatikin ko, ang dami nga and board, ni Public Service Commission. Au baka binibinaka na kami ni kuwa wana kalo ni ndola mama ndola katumba merao ni may bese matukina kira nang bitokani sa wala nga biti besa burbura kan dota nga ngano sala rao ni may kuritu nga kina nang be garabi ki be kenda na lewi biti ki na besa burbura erangan repatu na be buki erangan repatu ento na tale na ngano sala merao ni rawa kaki na bakai labu membalitira akaki na non rubale yana tugtug membalitya na kami ko na karelia na mga madal ko sa ramanta na kami ko na bali
na kami sis balelebuka do boleh na kana maraman yung boleh na talanga na parong ti ko mai sibi ke mni na sarap may bako malwa na vitalano ni ko ayo nga ulia o manene na buni mona berata tele butkengo ana bano Alberta Canada wakawati roti kono ko soli wa taka tini wada na baki bangas ni bulia na primary level may biti ni beran ni ngola maya na teni burango sa mitaka katipe ke baka ke giba ko may sa tabatal to nga ng business ngo na pa baka na beksawati sa di ba ko may kinana no kong business maro texarte ko na bika sara ni may uli bika sara ni may rawati tiko na business bongo ka ga may uli tiko nga nga sa tabakina ka ba ni binaka ni usama isema tal patkeran ta no ito ka ni marama bulioti ratal na ngonito okay kakina misama intambe batatu na bata ni business ngo pinaka bakali
nakalia krebe Mrs. Tam nakawai
nakpale merseni to sambulo vinaka na ramani nda kuwa ulo vinaka kemni na bakarorong sar to kamay na nito vital no na kamni kuwa lango ke saya maramat tampo nakawai au dabutu may na kor konukuni eno ya no ila onesa no lau samba ke vitsungo bulkantua au sa ding talanga menungu takataka samba ke vitungo na nungumbulutu waka pensiona ruana luvengu walu na makumbungu rosandui bakavali sa tos na non raw Bula awadakatu na embaki o sanga ito kina non-government sector ule takataka kina ros ngabul kalima na ambaki. Ang gaideng may nung takataka wali utakatuendo na matay song ni conservation, International Conservation Organization kavinga rabitiko na was Pasifika. At tiko na nito wali bola may Papua New Guinea, may Solomone, may Cook Island, Vatakeviti. Nabuna levo au adur mai kina meu lewa ni meu lewa ni business ngo. Bera na nungu retire wasakilati ko nga ni nungu pension ena sianga ni rautia na ngono vengukina. Sa rautia tu na mbula na vengona ia na kani emergencies sini kapatakitikina. Kaya ni ngono ngai vengu mai kino sa teke bu ndo daka consultancy ko mai. O sa bukida na nungu backyard me teo kina sona na kakane me na kana kina leoni vale. Wale le takasombo na iso ni na poli kakana mai na makete. Kaya dhaba mai na nungu kena lako mai na nungu reida na business ngo o reida na posting do na marama ni New Zealand ngas ni vuli chik mo Australia ka mani boko muriki ne na ngau reida kina awilika ko reida na opportunities presenta ki tu mai kina o reida talenga na kai mo na kaba business meroki no kilai vuni longo ni una rawata na lakatak ngo ko ya kana vuno sa durumaikin na business sa o tal tingango bakindua bula vida toka na nungu durun business ia wa mai vengu tu ya ni o kilai bole kani bula ona nungu mai vengu tu mbale tenia crash na nungu laptop mai eli to doka ni kina nungu data au mai take a rest sa o kilai na bula o match ni ambakingo na nungu angai lako molei me lako na gather and grow ni Fiji business online digital business owners kwa lako mai nanti kwa ya sange baka boost kataliki na nungu engagement me take bu mai kiang kai do mengo sange fully engaged sange baka no daily I'm attending to my business so I think maybe I may be just 6 or 7 months old in the business kwa mbeka ya nakvale
Toto kaya be kemni na varong tiko mai na kabini kuwa. Ya samba ke bitsunga bulo mi sistema na kawai. Bitsunga bul kan dua. So age is no barrier to this business. Abe luta tu mai dono panuanga vingarabi tu mai kina bakataka. She's a consultant. Ya ready to go koya. Na nona security and her I would say comfort in her retirement. She needs to have an additional source of income. And, to me personally, I'm just so inspired to be walking alongside Mrs. Tambulakawai in this journey. Became nina marama, turanga, the rumonele ni sarsar tumena kavinikua. She's gone through life, her experiences, regional, global experiences, local experiences. But for her to be able to see the potential in this business is really inspiring. Her why. Why did she believe and trust in this business? And she just took it upon herself to start this business. Pinakabali, Mr. Mkwaya, bunuay.
Nakabali, Miss Mbalele Bukando, Mbolo Nakana Marama, Bula Lia, Bula Mr. Munakawai, Vikim Nina Samutikomai, Vikua, Vinakabale, Munando Samamai, Vikito na Bulioti. And Cornibul na inda kumbao. Kitu maroni kitu tiktal kena signikuwa bikim ninga sa berredia singa radio bando ay olena ko to swasa au dakalaktik ba buno ay nangongo kasi full time tik nga ko may dakapti ko na business singo sarot autis TV aban baki ka sa marutak sarti ko balde buna ka sa may bulida tiko en alom ni business singo ke dina nile buto na beka ki may dakaba na ososo iya esang ditaro bikan na may dakap talento na ka chikono ndangona randa me da kaba nda visu takana ndambula nda mai toko talento ni burbur me bibu kitikono mata bobale kara ndona ngon me sambi tok mai verna lubenda verna de selsoli ndona kame me bibu kitoko vera nakabale bo Miss Balelebuka.
Totoka bunuai. Beke menina daw tuguna tu. Oh, so saranga. Man, I'm burnt out. After work, I'm really burnt out. Kira, but the push for you to look for something as an additional source of income for you is getting stronger. But you are looking at the hours of work, no more burnout as an excuse. Business. How amazing is that? Oyaw sa gamba kitolo. Bula tolo na nungudi ba chikunong business. Olia awambo tolia ko sana biamba ki ba talaga. Ano biamba ki ba talaga olia. Olia bata ke bunwa ero sa biamba ki ba na no rodi ba chikunong business. So nile wera bakataronga tu ay business kanji na makung ko sa sel. Isinto ng business na sumas, pwede dito man na loman ni Pana yung baki. Desi, may dito man loman dito na yung baki. Au kila na gumento ya sa lima na yung baki. Na company kito rabi tuki na sa lima sa kabul karuan na yung baki. Sa alak mo na kalima sa kabul katul niya yung baki. So, the legitimacy of the business. Katali hindi na biya. Indo malu hindi na ano. Indo karang wala na nung itala no na nung ito kani. Di ba yung business ko na doing ni nonra vinaka may bakaba ng business ko. They have different whys, different reasons. Narong ko have Leah. Leah ko ang kasinibuli. Yes, I like caregiver and she misses the time that she would like to spend with her children. Because I remember like 3 years ago, when sakalele sa ko sangonele lips sa kutok sa na princess. And it's such a good feeling for us to be having more time with our loved ones. In that account business go because it is so flexible. Vinaka na kami ni kuwa Kyle ni kuwa ni berman na kanito vital no kito santo man na kakito sa vital no kito vital no tak tiko na natuto ka di kanidi di ba kito ng business go. Kito ko way tal chunga na lebu ni nga ngade satu. A lot of people want to do this business. But there are so many things in the way that they allow to become barriers and obstacles for them to come out of their comfort zone. A lot of people, irsado rumay, irsangay may matasar-sartal tu, irsangay may sakanikilatal tu na kamera kaba, irsangay may mandu atal itu, at aptal mereka irsangay may rerital itu. So I would like Leah to go through the process again. Meron na baka matataktal bikin ni na kami ni kuwa. What do you do when you say yes, I'm going in? Pinakalia.
Nabalevo Mrs. Balelebuka. Pinaka hindi kita katiko na ultang mambalatan na ka already tiko so sa bamuriki to tiko mai si ratal na nito ito ka ni kem sa tiko bata ng business ko. Baka ngay may tawo to because you don't know what to do next. Sa tumba ka nga na ni mami page sa kwento nga ya. Lebra gendo message tiko mai. Raw new join baka zaba. Sa register mo gida kap. So that's why I'm here today. Matay sarangani kay ko na bagazar. Business ko baka niya rate ko mengwari na matiki tondo ito kinanani tondo yung website www.sangaitikonakianabakawati. Nabanoi ko na duruma mai. Mio register takaromi kinanayadamo wata kinanomo email address. Baka nganin talay buli sa talagang tanakor ni buli tordaken talento tukuno tu talagang li enroll. Ni kwara enroll kinanaman ni buli ni Bay FNU University. So that's the same thing you do, but you do it online or register. Lakon na website ya, kaya bakay ko siya ni kila. Mula ko baka na website, taro may bikoya. O iko sa ready to mengor na website or ready to mengor na Facebook page. Mera baka da bunyo la ko na bon roni pepa ko itiko kina na bon mo bite kina na damo, pata kina no email address. So enter your name and email address. Ono ya kana taka kina no registration. Niyo sa ndala ba indon na website na ready ko na form go. Name, email, nangaiti ko indon na box sa square lebango. That's where you have to become more check na teta ka di ba ngala tikta ang balata ngoy ko sana solente ko na ba kan donwi may bana nito system may sana beauty anyway ko na information ko indon no mo na reda to manda na stage mo this is where you only gather informations na information wala nga if sektora and na stage mo you're not committing to anything yet sangai oti asangai baka matal niyo sa sarabara Mona ko sa register tikina sana kay view anyway ko na link ni baka madala ni business tuntur mo na sarap. Now, na baka madalan ko kita na kaya na beauty kay nikina how this online business works. What the system provides. Na system in the wrong value kita to kuna automated system. And how ordinary people are building their businesses online. Anyone can do this business. The wrong other level ni kito do the button of saya. Kito na ito kaningo iratal na kanabo tuin na ni mami background. Ko ngas ni buli ko stay home mom ko nasi ko bunyuai ko dabatal. So tiyo bisa na kanabi matagal. Even janitors, even waitresses, sales. Anyone can do this business. Yeah, don't recommend mo ay pakitin ko walang alak like. So, can I join this business? Yes, as long as you're 18 years and above, you can register for that free info session. Do baka doriti ko na live sessions nito free info session ko na bi mada. Why baka ro na bi mada na kinakaroon ni mada ko sa baka doriti class awit ko ada kasarangan na sikani ko. Maybe some of you have watched it. Kung ko ay ko nyo sa register nga kay baka tobi ko. O saraba baka ruas, o saraba baka tolo. Kenda yang tuntua duin nanonda lako iloma so saraba nga bakantua sa kala sarata ka sarangan robo tulwa so sian so rabi nakatisiana bia saraba tal muruma tal manda rabi nakatal merabandi tekitali so it's totally up to you ya nya saraba saragay rabi ko mo bandi teki ko okay ngo nakawia da ka pausa this is the kind of business that I want to do. Balat nandana ka na saramandagan na webinar ko. Kala lebo saramandagan ka makatatarot ta to. Nya seto ka nito ba? Sana ron isumi sarangabi kanya sarap na free for session mo. Now, after you pay that, you go sa ka ba na mo bakatulaw, okay, I want to know more. I want to move forward. Panong go sana ngay o da ka ba may kinendo na subsumi. Kitondo batukati ko it's a membership fee or access fee baleta membership fee because you will become a member you'll become a member of our business community baleta ko sana you may banana to Facebook business community page kan karwa access to access baleta ko sana access takatali more information claro, lebo na ka tube ke dan desityan ito. Sabi ko nila sa review dito mingo. You have so many things going in your mind. Ang business ba man to da kabatiko. What are your products? Bidan to sa tara. Ano bidan ro ni mirawata ni otine. Ito no bula sero no bula to bati ali na taron do lang mai. Well, that's what you'll get after you become a member. After you pay that fee. Na fee $149. One thing I want to mention about this fee, okay, it's refundable. It's refundable within the first 30 days. Kaya balimbali, kaya sa aso mamay, o sa may tour na information, o may turelo maya, ang kaya na numa, sayang, I don't want to do this. You can take that money back. So you go back with your money and the information. Kaya irna tumitong bukor sembera tunira kila. But if you wish to move forward, go sa nang ikaw nang kita kakong okay, matem na kanya ka makilanyo sa registrating may bintu, baka kitonto ka bakilebo, that you have a mentor and a coach from day one. Nangon nga sa registrating, sa ando sarto nga nanong mentor, nanong coach. Iko sa nagkikilatong may akin, ro nag-ibitar-tar, tinanto na kayo kabitar, tarong sa may bin na momento, ko sa registrating ng bori. Kung nagkibigay ko, sinkilay ko, musta mo baka na ng one phone, na natak mo ka, taray ko. Yan na inakin ni mamiti kong kumikay mami, guide teki ke moni na be kala na tor ba meloma. So when you pay that 149, you'll get detailed information about the products, about the income, the commission plan. Because yes, of course, business because we want money. There's that said, send it to. That's where you'll come and learn about that. You'll learn about the support system that is available in our business community. Ona bia katalangai ke kona fee ko sumango na numasaratiko, you have to pay through your Visa card, MasterCard, or PayPal. Ke baka ngata kana PayPal mana bono iko baka tiko kina. There's no other way to pay that 149, not M-Pesa. Au be stress tak sarana pani ngo balata levo na be bakadala isa ito tikwen na Facebook na mana libo na ngono ka levo sarbi kenda ngoni tu kenda sa tador tu kina. And not only that, levo ber na scam skor bang tati war bang tak sar chengan na kito itamba na sa ti ko na laman business ngo kla business bale levo ko ya o posta ka chenga bidan sing sa tin ko sabi da batatu ko na dan ko na Facebook. So many Facebook fake profiles using my pictures and amatango itiko na profile picture ya bibi sautu na idango. O siya ni kila na taba era tangay message takwa pagitiko vera na tamata. But kanga mo kila kaya bakain do ay tukun na nibi kung bitabi when I said that through M-Pesa, know that it's not part of our business. Okay, saya naman na bonongo. Sa may turo kedengo, bonongo iko sangay mi da kawa kina. Baka tulio bimbindo whether you want to move forward, masa take up on business. So sukale style refund your 149. Six me read on products, 6 me read in the commission plan. If you want to move forward, you want to do the business, six get booked on coaching call. Kaki was an beauty can be on a link and a no email. I to talk again business square. Yes, I know be there and no email on telephone on a bagana. Just check your email. We can talk about with the salary and will email. Well, this business, if you want to work online, ni kontando no mana mako to na willi kana email mbale tan kono moni sala ni bitaratar ya na mona liba sengani ke na bitar okay to na bitar tarbi kon go through video calls or messenger. Our business system kona bitar tarangani bi go through your email. That's why it's very important from day one when you register tarana no email address don ko ko kilai kondo baka yang ta ka lebo ko nando redetiko siko balesitiko balatene bitika ni kene be ko na information to that. Now when you book your coaching call na bonongo ndo sana ge pakasala teki ko coach even bono iko na kay nrobe ni be tala no pakasala teki ko kwa ibe na investment na nginiti ko aronyo teki buki na balata si dotal na ka ko betarang ya na bono iko na kay tarukin. Then once all that's done, you complete your coaching call. Sana na paperwork, mo kami balata no investment. Then you'll eventually get your business ID. Kona business ID go, may unlock taka ko bi kona no mo bully in business. Ono rango sa take book no iko. You'll come and learn how to run your very own business online. This is something new, so we have to learn. Kaya kung nanumati ko mo lang kamay ng business ko, may kutangami na namusende, o kaya may bakatumbur ko nga bakatiki ko, this is not a place for you. Because here, you have to come and learn what to do with your business. Ti ko nakamo na bakay the Roy ko as a business owner, ngay bakay nga takapataki na system ko bakaraw takatun na business community na tools sana kay visit ko ng business online. Iyo kila ni sana ko saranga na bitarabi nga ni weka mo na bakay Dora, and one thing I want everyone to understand is this: when you join us, when you join this business community, you are, you're not here to be on your own. Kana no mani ko na lang mo birtek nga bang ko musanga mingalon tuan. No, there's a clear process, step-by-step training, and a community that's there to support you from day one. This community, a community that wants to see you thrive, a community that wants to see you succeed. That's the kind of community, business community that we are part of. And we want you to come and be part of it too. kita sakila tiko kita maro tiko pinakatala mani ba kay patapatal nga kina na nito itokan na nito matabubale sebe kemningan sa baka murikito tiko mai klasa kwa ya nanong ko baka matala ni ko sa suletal na mo na Mrs. Malilibuka naka madam
na Valeria Pamambo ni matatabi na kasarangana yung na bekano doon na nakava o irarase magtatarot nga wirarase manduati kumbek nga wirarase rereti kumbek nga na business ngo bakati ko nutiko liya we will give you the information first and foremost for you to be able to make a decision. Nangono ko sa ator nga kina decision niya kako ni mandua kako ni rere you have a mentor when running guide kiko and because that's why we are paid for mentoring. That is why you will never be alone in this business. Because we are expected to support you to start your business. So, nuitaka ni sanabia matatabe kemniao sana to saraning go ve Mrs. Tamunakawai, and she's having a lot of questions around investment. Unakirequirement na pakamadalaman takina na kabinikuwa binabali.
Nakapalevo Mercedes, nakapalevo talaga alian na wakamadala momo na matataya. Nataro lately, nataro lang tik mabia the two places they're coming from. Tiko irna, I think the first time merasengay tako soba may kina ng business ngo. So their questions are fresh along the lines of what do I do? Kasi abang madal to kina olia. The second lot of questions they're mostly coming from people that have been following for a long time. They might have gone through webinars. Some have even paid for the 149. They've been to that for a long time. So it's actually the question of investment. So it's the money side that they have to invest into the business. Napakamadalo ko sa tuktok mayali na matingan investment yako na 149 ko refundable. Na ikaruan investment is actually the investment ko mo sangay te uta kinanong business. Usanda tu kuna babi dito ko endo na nung gumboso iliw. Anda uno na iboso postali tunga ko ya. You use money to make money. You can't make money by not using any money. So I think this business, like every other business, is also founded on that. So mokilati ko nangono thurma kina ng business ngo, you'll be required to put forward your own investment into the business. Sapa matal-tal to nga meuli nangono niyo coaching call. Okay, so the 149 business investment, if you don't enter, then you take it back. But if you enter, then that USD 149 you're foregoing. And then you step into the business arena and you talk to the coach. And kaya madalaw takabiko coach na options iti ko ko but kina level in investment. Kung don me be raw kina kanda nga ngandri ko ni kina kaya kaya to ko be umbeka bila $5,000 Fijian. Okay, ko sana be raw kina option go. Ay na puno na be tika bukina. Kila na puno ya kwa lokti may kina na taroya. Also linked to that. Okay lang na baka nano ni I wish I knew where other sources of funding that I can advise that they can tap into to start them off. I think when may live tabutu, but I think the barrier to taking the first step, the fearful that they might not have the funding to start off. But I think advice take that call, see what options there are. If you have that funding, then the choice is yours. Do you want to use that money for that or for some other option? So my experience when I had to decide, so I had actually I had this money set aside for some other things I was going to do. So it took a lot of soul searching for me to decide whether am I going to take this and put it here or do I go ahead? So my plan for the other option was actually well advanced. It was just a matter of using that money to move forward. So it took me, I think, maybe 2 days. Trying to make the decision for this. But I think once I made up my mind, I closed my mind off to that option. I took this and put into this business, and then that was it. Because once you've taken and put you commit, you are on board 100% of the way. There's no way that you're going to slack off, because your money is you're riding on your money. You have to make that money work for you. So you might have the money, but like I said, it might be committed elsewhere, and then whether you use that money for this or you use that money for that. So the driving force for me was the opportunities that were there, because I can see it. I can see it, and I can almost reach out and touch it, really. So for me, that was really close that. So the thinking is, once I make money out of this business, then I'll go back and pick up that option that I had originally intended that money for. So so it's 100% committed to the business. So coming back to the investment, so it's a thinking about and making a decision and taking the. I suppose it's taking the risk. I'm taking the risk to put all my money here rather than halving it here, halving it there. I didn't like the option that I was going to take if I, put some there and just put some there. So I took the whole amount and put it here. So I have taken that risk. I'm riding on it, and I'm going to make sure that this works for me. In terms of in terms of the business, so was that there might be money there, but the decision to use that money for this or for that is there. But there's no funding there, and where to source that funding to start you off with. Okay. Sa Merseni,
Dona vinaka Mrs. Tamnakovan. Dona ulutang ang bimbi na sa rangawan ni Unitarana Kavaniko, because when we can then it's okay, the fear of taking risks. And and especially for us, Mrs. Tamrakawai, we are in our retirement. We are already, So basically, the decisions we make now, we want to make sure that our retirement is as comfortable as much as possible. And like you, I took this risk in 3 years ago. I saw the potential, and that is something that we should all aspire to get. The purpose of doing something that we've chosen to do must be really intact. The why must be really strong. That I am taking this step and I'm making this decision because I want this. And then, of course, we'll have to take action. We'll need to work on our faith. We need to make sure that what we've decided to do works. Man, we do it for other people while we were working an 8-to-4 job. 9-to-5 job. We do it the sacrifices we make for others, building somebody else's empire. But then when it comes to our own, for our own families, for our own self, like our mindset just changes. So there needs to be a shift, and I'm sure Bunuai is going to touch on that because she's really good in doing that. Bunuai, I want you to talk about what you want to talk about, because you are really good at touching the hearts of what we want to do and what we are. We've been doing the business for more 3 years, 4 years. Kito saray da tu may na kami sa tamo na kaway. She saray da tu ako na gold mine makita meron ko tunggoy liu. She saray da tu ako, and that's why she's determined. I saw it 5 years ago, but then I waited another almost 2 years, which is the biggest regret for me. But now, 3 years down the line, I'm enjoying life. Kila? O baka sa
Yes.
too, I'm enjoying. And we want you to experience the same. Kuno Elena, naman na taro sa ating kong gormora nyo, baka maabi makararap kikina kami ko, vinaka.
Vinakbale Miss Mbalelebuka, vinakbale Mr. Munakawai. Nataro nga na vinakata mo wa madala kina ni ko sa tanggor, taro mo liabe au sa wala sta mo baro wasingalib. Matemandangan on sangame mo streamyard ni sa nga ocha. Liu sabe kana. Ayo ke dakrayani. What's tali sa bidia mo ko. Namutaro liya wawa mo kana. Iya, oba vinaka de sa tike, oba sa mtakatalaman na na ulutang mo sa kini ni ko sa to sarangor na ulutang. Why I learned digital skills and what happened because I learned. Oba vinaka takandang business ngo ni may babuli diaw. Hindi na niyo sabu niyo ito. Iyo na vida na mbak sauti ono mo tu ni sa weekend na professionals weekend na mo tu ni kan na satu kino go sa kan tena eu ba ni nakataka na kalo ni wasing bahan go banana no iyo but because of him I think ko nga sa ko chiao nga lawan tani ngo me ka tu ni business ngo iyo why I learned digital skills ando ka bango ilalebu na nito to kan ni ona durmelam go ko na may bully iko na may bully iko na game may Torilao. You've got to come and learn and then earn. Le weekend na ito okay. Kan do sangat tuni be bully ya. Da sangat tuni be bully. Kwa ngona bunga ngon dan do ko tuki na bana scams ko kwachi kaya o lia Don ka makwalili bala ko mai sulia nga may rondonan dala mi training do tino dolu sen donun dolu. O chero so ka bana wa. Weekend dan kay baka samta kay ko nga don mo sandang bando baka samta ka sa sangat tungan ni rawe. Iyo. Kaya na obo hindi nakatakan yung na matintar tonggore ni kito may bully. Na takang bisita ka ba na business mo Bisa na bagsaw ti ba nang baki baba may ako to mo salim kin baki. Au biti o may ngoni bully. I decided to be a student. I decided to learn something completely different from medicine. Au sabu ni chiko sa said ayo biar katala mo bully talento na ka. Sa tu ba nang gutu-gutu mo ka sa kayawati. But ni sa landi ti loma I have no choice. Wakati kuna mistap na ko, she's all there. Au sa may nakabe ay na bulingo. Sinto ko nang sa kilakede, au se bulcho nga. Nangonong ko, nito bulin do lakit sang nabilu tuleb. So we still learning, I didn't know everything. Ngo sa kematay ni digital business mo may bakador. Iya, baletangan ni sabi ang ngoni buli man tanga, au sa ngoni buli. O barong ba nandong komento ko nasi, we can't tampo sarea. O ni buni way mo may barong binasi siya na. Kono business ngo, we've got to be teachable and coachable. Yung sangon ni buli mantanga. Vitalisar na tutu, daman dor tukina, totokan dor tutu, lim nakantor sa kilakina. But because it's something new, I need to come and listen to her. O ba bini nakataka? No may bisuta ka na nung kasama may sangon ni buli tali. O may buli na digital communication. Kaya sobi kita ko sa kilati ko na email, na personal branding. Kundra ka usang sartungan kila. O may buli dahil mo personal branding. O diyo kenda, manda kilati ko diyo kenda. O diyo yaw, o buni wa yaw tinani ngone. Dabi ka taliso yaw, digital business owner. O bambuto na kalungo. Kona ka, iti ko talaga weekend. So weekend, ito bata Iyo. O sangi lako mo, sangi may buli ng technology. Dabi ka, di na nyo na laptop, na punin ka. Leb tal na kay may buli na ng business ko ni sanga tunikila o may buli na ng ka ng business ko then te ko liya bunga na taram telenolia to ka ba buli bikan na humbleness. We learn from the young and also from the old. Ko nga si weekend ko ngoni weekend we need to be humble. Na singira nda ka tsinga o kila ya buni wai on si warong windo ke wasi kan pakan di students yo warong au singira ni ado mena ngon na kausa mi ado chikon ngon ngon na bika au sa to mitarati ko ngon ngon so bi ba ngeti weekend da ba mo mo te kenta may buli na kango kanta may kila kenta may bibu kita lan ka santa clara tu santa ke may bibu kikina na lo ni business be ira tale na so okay na ngono sa may what happened because I learned learning those skills is really na confidence. Even though I have confidence to talk to my patients, kung buli ka there, and I'm gonna live me bango. Rematening on the tournament. Daru ka live, the klato di sarsar ke tu buru sarsar na weka, sarsar ke vekala, or on the name on the taval and the spoil takin da dusimai, asya ge bango, au singi vekila. Au sa kabanga ni loma. Ya manda nga sa katunin ng website. Senga tu na website. Senga ibita nga na mada udhuri lom. Na nungu pina kata muni kilani tu ki na business to tokango asa adhuru tu ngani lom. O singkila sa singi makasamta ka muna leo stalembe ka muli rei na ala ya na dapo so coba tu kudu tukin. Iyo, ni usabi ang kasi ni biang ngone buli. Mo usabi na katala mo babuli di kemuni ya. Kaya it gave me confidence. New friendships and a supportive community. Ana nunggu bitang wana mo buli na supportive community go bekir to kito ka lama go dini kito buli bat kaya menda na korni buli din na baki kito durkina ya kito may bikilay tin business go katal kine so na marama na turang kim sa may bikilay ne ondo to kuno bale buli mo to kay no sa may rede lomongo may bira na tiko itumba personal growth na lebu ni kao may buli ke dini sabu ni wai klakan tanan mo sa kwa ngaya but then God created us kala lebu to non talent ne na vosa ndo mdango na vosa to be able to talk to people. Ndor kuta mai ndor mai bita mai bana business. Ese value taki. Ndor mai buli na value taki. Balik tanda dami ndor ngono sa tiko nung team. Anda bika anda na mai rawati lomongoka. Okay, and the ability to build something else. Build something else. Kana ko sa kana 8 to 5. I have to be there. Kongo may build TikTok nga on the side. Wana nongu taliboni. Au singkila ndi ba tu. Au singkila tu ni nandoro ngono rinbaya. Ono numutunga na nungudaka ila mewe muna chikika muna ndola bana stoa kwa ya baka bini kataki na ndona business sa me beso taka nugurai nungu baka sama kau katukun chukumis bulele buka we excited, she's happy I'm also excited. Today I was thinking ya baka sama taka you just come in and learn kama de klokon dona university primary school secondary kama wala ko no le bulyo ngai so michiko na kau buli dai ko aplata ka iko ngai so chukubi ko no bisomi wana nabo de vata met kijk hoe reden wij aan een business. So to all professionals out there, you have the money, you have some money set aside. Kacang bis tamu nak kawai. Kacang nangan dona lima nondo, lungkor sarin dona puno sarin tiga bukina. Siapa bina katali mito sodake. Sa tiko ngorin dona ka, iko sa tiko biko na mo telefoni, tiko na mo laptop. Sa more than 18 years, ronyola ko nga may buli. That's all. Learn and apply your learning. Beautiful. And you come and help people. Lim saranga kitungo. Bibu kichunga weekend nga nito ke. Na may buki kenda chikonga. Menda toso iliu, misanda kuntu kunitu ninda. Baba, na poverty. Kenda rini may biso taka na kaya. Tosara iliu and anyone who can learn this thing. Anyone can learn. You can come in and learn as long as you're willing to make a change in your life. Kaya naging pagkasamta ko na kayo na kalau sulit to be kaya na talent kaya dundua menda may reda menda may tumbu menda may buli to be able not only to save us but to save others as well that need help, that need finances, bisa non financial status, bisa non rabale na bikake but kaya na siguro inda kabakit enda lak nga menda may bukira mer may dakaba talangoira na bikangan taro dakabitiko. You just be consistent, just show up, just keep showing up. It's just like going to your shop, open the shop, and dollar boleh taki song tal, dollar boleh taki so boleh tek tabak cukup boleh tek yang kau to buat sarang digital business, o boleh nga o may zakaba to ko tiko kina na bengona, o natin kito cukup nabi mada ko sarang na sarang sobi kito na chicken nabi mada, baletang ona ya. Que me viva bulida que tu sabulida que tu me va bulida que me tala kwa na singli ko bena kata mo kem ni taron kem ni bandan dona tarongo na skill daba what new skill could improve my future koron taron ko mandan taro ya na dabi ko sabulida ti ko na ngono goro ni biso takarin babi na kataka na mo be singa ni mataka do tala ka be taronga what opportunities am I missing go me ko taron ko ngabati ko what opportunities am I missing because I'm afraid to learn something new na fear na kaya na rere taronyo tal tungakina what opportunities am I missing because I'm afraid to learn something new. That's very broad sa taronyo chunga na tal ngaya na lebo na ka what am I afraid to do kana sindi ko katolita where could I be 1 year from now if I started learning today kikusa teke mo sa buli ni ko Dava ikuna tikibene ndone ambaki mingo ikuna bina kata mo toka ngana bono toki ngori sigo me bina kata me bisau dona ko boka bina kata kina bulingo sa sani buki ngoko ana business sabu ki utalanga no lama ni bono ndaka ni zuru me bango na AI o ya usio sartunga ni loma because my mindset sabi so take on business go kili o kla ya ore to na to stenen kire AI go senga Tugu ni mengo dona buli zakango bro zakango. 800 na keni saw. Kele ne na bagreme na 800 dia. Me ambaleta na AI. O sabatungo ya ilo mgori. So bagara tungo ngulivi mo apply takada livi tol na sing nguli. Weekend na sing ni ko ya ngona ni sa. May bisu takana nanda baka sama dona ka. Ko tugu na mistam na kawai. She's all in. Eksa sirata li back off. You have to continue. Because na kai ko zakabati ko sa totok. Okay ko, okay talaga na wiwekani. To close, I'll leave you with this. Your greatest asset isn't your degree, your job title, or your bank account. Your greatest asset is your ability to learn, to grow, and adapt. The more you invest in yourself, the more opportunities you'll be prepared to recognize. Nakabaliw, Ms. Mbalelebuka. Nakabaliw.
Totoka bunuai abang sarau tikendal ka binaksaranga na makamadala ya be bagalo kakata kya be bunuai. Imagine she is a medical doctor. Ni tu na bahaya ko ni dodak na bitalan ni AI. Ko sa excited saranga kila I can resonate with her. But sabi sa ron ng tamakasama. We are living in the world of technology now. And we need to see how best technology can use to leverage our lives, to give us comfort, to help us earn more money, to help us work smarter instead of harder. We get burnt out just because we don't know how else to work smarter. So, if you don't imagine yourself 1 year from today, if you don't make a decision now, where would you be? How would your life change? Or you decide to take action now. 1 year down the road, 2 years, 3 years, I'm sure you're going to thank yourself for making that decision now. Okay? We are afraid of taking risks. Yeah, Nikilatiko, those who are successful in life are the risk takers. The millionaires in life are the risk takers. If you listen, you hear their stories, how they transformed their lives from nothing to something. It's amazing. And we are so glad that the business that we are doing is actually supporting us in the sense that we are learning, we continue to learn, we teach ourselves to, we train ourselves to learn, we are humble enough to learn, and we put into practice what we have learned. Most of us never came into this world with silver spoon in their mouths. We were not born with hefty, heavy, big bank accounts. No. But something that we inherited from our late parents from life is the willingness to learn, the humility to learn, the determination to survive, the willingness to overcome the challenges. And those values that we have brought along with us, sangay may baka taong data kasarami ki mami and business ki mamay takabati kong go. Baleta na daban, baleta ni ki mami may lilibata tiko baka muwale and business ko. We are not going on our own. We are supporting each other. We are building each other, and we are leveraging each other in this business. So, kaya o dami tiko na kami ni kuwa si onang galay sarap tal tiko na nito witalan no ana kami kuwa and doon nga no may muri. Come on board. This is worth checking out. It is worth checking out. We are enjoying this journey. We are learning. Mata-mata ka ni kana, puli ba kay tamer kay mo sa may bulit yung. Okay naman natin sa mga kaway. Kaya raw sa retire tungko, but we continue to learn a lot of new things that have helped stimulate our mind, Baka bulan-bulan kiraw tunggoy na niraw samay, baka di ko tunggoy na nakataka, but we still have something that is giving us new direction, new purpose, helping us, giving back to our family, to our children, to our grandchildren, and of course, to the community as a whole. Rona marami ruwa, they're still working, but they don't allow their work, right, to interfere with the willingness to learn and to look at this as a side hustle. And most likely, it's going to be their early retirement plan for them. Yeah? And it is possible in this business. It is possible in this business. Kata to kakina kiba misana ni koto mena kami kiba may beauty to ni mami pala may bigam kay boli tarito. No, we don't do that. We don't sell product. So that is a real blessing for us. And kiba sa bolia may tu jame kiba min kay mangarata le ko may bolia. No. Right? We help you start your own franchise business, and we will help you get into the business with ease, with comfort. But remember, nakake de vinaka and natiko na kana raka mendra raka takatikuan. It's just like what Bunuai said. Open the shop every day, show up every day, right? But we don't go physically. Pagangor bi ko na telefoni, o scroll back, scroll sobo, sarasaranggo, sarasaraya, na lemono, like kya. What do you get out of just scrolling up and down your phone when you can actually be earning money like us by using your phone in a very productive manner? Nakapag-live sa bikin doon marama aw sa ito sa baka binibinag ito nga nabi kami nito ako sara ni sara ito kumain bis mati ito kumain na kami kuha sa baka binibinag ito kuyanin na nandoon na madawa Balabu, biki mami na tinggo asan buru-burong gos, aki mami tinggo on a weekend. Leah still has another day to work. Sa baka nuni binakatukan biki ni, baka nuni binakataltingan no na team ni Rakabi, nang kita tukan na weekend go, mas Scotland, dawa binakati cover na darbo, although the results are not very pleasant, but we trust that in the process, there's a lot of learnings, just like what we do in our business. We start afraid, we start half-heartedly, we start being embarrassed and all that, but in the process, we grow. They will get out of this season. Dapat rin yung binakita ko dito. Sa baka binakita ko nga, kim doon marama na kami kuha. Business, and then we will see each other again next week. By then, I will be joining you from Christchurch, New Zealand, next Friday. So we will about this business. We will be traveling, and we will still be able to run the business. Binakabang Sarah, do mo dito manda, to komanda. God bless.
Nagpalib mo de. Safe travels.